Folks, it's a great day. We're finally back in the Everwake. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. Ender Nova, welcome to the stream. Hood Crafts, welcome back. The Sour Lime, welcome. Austin, welcome. Oh, I'm so excited, guys. It's been the last few months, it's been more like a month and a half. Generally, like, what we've been doing lately has been more of, it is a month. However, we adjust that month a little bit based on how life's going. I know that's confusing and kind of loosey-goosey, but we try to balance things out. Life's been crazy, and it hasn't been... Basically, we're trying to make sure the time is fair without torturing ourselves, if that makes sense. Jennifer, welcome. But anyways, I literally have had the world for an hour. Okay, I got it yesterday, but I got on the world for the first time a little over an hour ago. So, things are pretty fresh. I don't know what we're going to discover on stream. I've had a good look around. I've been kind of trying to see what's up and get that recorded before doing it all live, but who knows what we're going to see today. Today is really just going to be about getting resettled. I don't know too much what we're doing. Gonna keep just kind of having a look around. I am recording and I may kind of react to things more for the camera than for the stream, if that makes sense. But let's get into it. Guys, it's Everwake time. Uh-oh. Ha! It's telling me invalid session. Okay, I gotta restart my game. Well, that's funny. Lizzie, welcome. Thank you for being here. First Everwake stream of the cycle. Yeah, I'm not that late, guys. Calm down. It's been 3 minutes and I've been talking for 2. Check the map room. Already did. The frame is crazy. I got a little something else I need to show you guys. I've installed Voxy. So things are looking pretty sick. Hold on. And the game's loading. There we go. We're back. We're back. Oh man, things are loading slowly. Viking went to sleep up here with Sassy. It's very sad. Goodness. Hi everyone, you're starting right here at the start of my lunch hour. Well, welcome. But yes, this is quite sad. Did I just read boats? What do you mean read boats? Oh no, you want to see boats? This is you want to see what I woke up to? I'm kidding. How are you, Neon? I just finished watching your last hardcore VOD. So nice to see you live right after. Hey, I'm doing good. I got Everwake back. I'm enjoying hardcore, working on so many things. I am so busy, but it's all with stuff I'm excited about. So life is busy, but life is good right now. Is it about to be nighttime? Is that going up or down? I can't remember which way the sun rises and sets here. It's going down. Okay, but real quick, while we got a little light, check out how Voxy looks on the Everwake. I can see my skyblock. There's Blue Haven. Over there is like the savannah. My play button is right there. The survival island. To be able to see all of this in one shot, this is crazy. That's, of course, that line you can see is the frame. Absolutely nuts. Yeah, y'all want to see the map room? Let's go have a look at the map room. I don't know how long I'm going to stream today because I really don't know what's in store. And I don't want to... You know, we're kind of right in that start of the video area, so I don't want to get too carried away. But yeah. It would be so funny if after playing hardcore, you instinctively walked back to bed and ended your month after 5 minutes of starting. That would not be funny. That would be awful. Where am I going? Oh yeah, the map room. I did have that thought already, though. I did at one point, it was like, oh yeah, I need to get back to not sleeping. Thankfully, we do, so a little bit behind the scenes magic. Oh, hello. Oh, there's a sheep farm. I think I remember he's already made that. We do canonically go to sleep between cycles, so I usually do sleep one time at the start of the session, or at the start of the month. I did sleep about on the first night of getting back just to reset phantoms. That is allowed, I think, canonically. Ah, these corner decorations are nice. So you can see the whole frame just right up against the edge. Also, he finished the map, which was a good few maps, but then he went above and beyond with these little hourglass details in the corner. That looks great. Put a big inn for north. Hold on, we can actually see the inn thanks to Voxy. Look how big this build is. It's pretty crazy, isn't it? I wonder what made him decide to put the inn at ground level when the rest of it is up in the sky. Crazy stuff. Question, what's your favorite part of the map? I do really like how the clock towers come out again. Of course, I'm biased, but like it is kind of the most like created, like handcrafted element. I mean, I'm pretty happy with that. This view right here is my favorite to look at because everything here is very manicured and custom. And yes, it's all stuff I did, but like, you know, all things considered, Viking hasn't done a lot of builds. Let me be clear, builds. He's built a lot of things, but not a lot of things to look at. This is probably the thing that he's built to look at, and it looks great. It really does. But yeah, this is kind of his corner, and it's nice. I would like to see some more aesthetic builds from Viking. Oh, that scared the heck out of me. I heard the automatic shearing. I was like, what the heck was that? Let's go have a look around. There's a few areas I haven't really checked out yet, and I would like to have a look at. So sorry for the double message, but did you take the E away from the axolotl in hardcore? I took it away immediately. It wasn't like there for very long. But yes, the E is gone 100%. Megan, welcome. Welcome. How is George? Good question. I wanted to check on the Nether real quick and see if there's anything new here. Oh, you know what? I hadn't thought about it, but Voxy should work in the Nether too. Let's just take a little scenic minecart ride real quick. Gotta remember which one goes where. Where does this one go? Does that not go anywhere? Wait. Where does this go? Yeah, that goes to the Golden XP farm. That goes to the Ocean Monument. This goes to the end, I believe. Where do you go? Hold on. Where are we going here? Also, what was that sign? Is this the strong? I thought the stronghold was the other direction. Is that too loud? We've actually updated to tiny takeover, so things are a little bit wrong volume-wise and such. What is this? Oh, he left a minecart. Is this looks like it's probably the stronghold based on the blocks he's decorated it with. Okay, this is the stronghold. Right, and the other one leads to, I think, the creeper farm. Okay, I'm just getting mixed up then. We'll put a minecart back when we get there, but let's fly home. Oh, the Nether Haze, dang. I have not really seen the Nether actually with this shader pack, which is interesting. Maybe we should take a peek. Because I'm using the same one I'm using on hardcore now because I needed one that is compatible with Voxy. And the mod that, or the one that we normally use, Complementary Reimagined, not compatible with Voxy. Right? Wait, this is the Creeper farm, right? Where is this? Yes. Oh, wow. We need to AFK this thing again sometime soon. It's quite empty. Wouldn't take that long, though. Maybe put some signs when you get back. Oh, yeah. What did that one sign say? I don't watch Viking too often. I'm always clueless until he drops a video. Sword despawn platform of shame. This, I feel like, was a stream moment that I'm lacking context to understand. Yes, keep in mind that I've not been on stream in months. But what's the point of that, just as far as they can go, or just decor? What are we talking about? What's the frame for? Yeah, it's just pretty. It's just pretty. Now, I will say, I was just talking about Viking not doing aesthetic things. That was very much an aesthetic thing. It looks great, too. Let's go have a peek at... what was I going to look at? It just left my brain instantly. This holds mine cards, right? Yep. Oh yeah, I want to just really quick drop down here to see how it looks with shaders. It's just my schedule doesn't mesh with mine. I don't watch Viking too often, and I'm always clueless until he drops a video. Hey, same. That's something we have in common. Sonia Dragon, welcome, welcome. A boat would look great. You know, a boat would look great. It would only run you a $5 tithe for the cult. You know how it goes. You know the drill. You were here when the ancient texts were written. Oh, Voxy makes the lava look weird at a distance, but... I don't mind the shader. It looks fairly normal, except I can actually see at a good distance, which already makes it worthwhile. I will always kind of like that we have our broken first portal just sitting here. Feels impactful. You were going to look at the Nether with the new shader pack. Is that all I was going to do? Have any building tips? I mean, I have multitudes of building tips. It depends on what kind of tip you're looking for. You have to be a little more specific. 48 people in the stream. It's been a minute since we had that many people. Welcome, everybody. Where shall we go next? Oh, you know, I do actually, I want to really quick, because this is like, this is the first time I've had an animal farm while playing in Tiny Takeover. I want to see some baby animals. Oh, things are overflowing right now. Let me grab some eggs. Surely we have a bunch of eggs sitting around. Wow. Oh, there's a super chat. All right, fair enough. You get a boat. Now, the question is, do you want boat now, or do you want to save boat? Actually, have you been here? Do you know about the Temple of Boat that is going to be built this month? The cult is going official in Everwake, and I'm going to be building a Temple of the Boat. Do you want that now, or would you like to save that for later? Because we can do that, or I can go ahead and throw a boat down somewhere. This is already, the boat thing is already working in our favor. Like, Viking cleaning the boats out of this pond is the equivalent of me removing, like, he doing that out of frustration is the equivalent of me taking the blue line out of this tunnel out of frustration. We've got blue versus boat now that is starting to take place. Check out Blue Haven. Yeah, we could do that. But yes, where would you like your boat? Would you like it in the future Temple of Boat, or do you want it now? Oh Lord. Storykeeper, name a boat for me in the temple, please. Okay, I do need to be careful because we have a long list of names reserved. for putting what we're gonna do, right? Okay, so let's really quick explain this because people are throwing money at me, so I need to make sure everybody knows what they're doing. What we're gonna do for the Temple of Boat is basically we're gonna build like a Mayan style pyramid, and in the center of that we're going to have a boat tower, very much inspired by what we did during the beat challenge, which is, as soon as we get there, a big tower of boats that will keep growing for the foreseeable future. So every time somebody buys a boat, we'll go over and add a boat to the tower. See, our big tower of boats. So imagine this in the middle of a big pyramid, this kind of thing. But as far as actually naming things, these are the names that basically made the temple happen. This is from the beat stream, and these are the names that will be like official for the farm. So more for the sake of practicality than anything, I can't just add infinite names to the temple. I think in a lot of ways the cult survives in large part because Hoodcrafts, man, you have so many different usernames. I don't know what to call you, but I think you do automatically get a name for the temple. Let's see. Take George to Blue Haven just for a little ride. I want an oak boat for Kevin. Bet. And do you want it in the temple or do you want it just like somewhere? Anyways. Oh yeah. While I'm here, I wanted to take a quick peek in the skyblock, see if anything's changed around here. Nothing looking too different around here at a glance. No. Gosh, I do like this build. This is one of my favorite builds in the Everwake. Because I feel like despite my block palette limitations, built something pretty cool here. Made me very excited to do Skyblock again at some point. Hopefully that will happen. Yeah, not looking like anything's changed. Nope. Okay. We don't really get political here? What? What are we talking about? Statement. Excuse me, hey, Ace is, yeah, we're not getting political like that. Yeah, we're not talking that kind of thing. We will unfortunately remove you from the chat if you keep talking like that, because that's not the type of thing we do here. Also, solid bet you're just baiting, which is a whole nother thing. Just, yeah, no thank you. No thank you. We're all here, no matter who you are, no matter what you care about. We're all here to just have a good time playing block game. That's about what it is. Island's pretty amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's see. Somebody wanted to go to Blue Haven. We can ride George to Blue Haven. Sure, we can do that. All right, mods. Can we get a ban on Ace is Forgotten, please and thank you, thank you. Just spamming and being, this is obvious bait. It's not even like a real opinion, just obvious trolling. Thank you for making the decision very easy. Actually, do we have mods in chat today? I know Megan was here for a bit. Would I rather jump in for the chicken or jump for the chicken or the beef? What? What are we talking about? No, I have not found out what the key opens. Are you going to release a video for the beat challenge? I was going to, but it reasons that I explained in a previous stream, it's not gonna happen anymore. Too much footage to work out. Video wouldn't come out good enough to be worth how much effort it would be for the amount of footage I had. And honestly, it's going through some tough stuff IRL that is somewhat reflected in my mood and such in the video. I didn't feel like digging up some painful times, so just moving on. But the important stuff like the boat, the Temple of Boat and such will still persist, and some footage and such will be referenced. I want my boat to be where the others used to be. You know what? Fair. I think we are going to we will put these two boats down, the two of them in ordered, but we are going to put a pin in placing boats. We will keep a book for all boats. All other boats from starting from now will be pre-orders for the temple. Because if we're going to be placing a lot of boats, they need to be in a dedicated place at this point. I don't have enough wood to tell me Viking has farmed a little bit of oak. Oh, thank God. One, two, there's two boats. Probably next stream, we will be getting to work on the Temple of Boat. So cool to see your stream for the first time. I've been loving the Everwake series. Power Storm, thank you, thank you. I just want another Kevin. I miss my son. Oh, we're gonna put Kevin back in. Kevin is kind of the prophet of the boat cult, don't you know? Kevin will return in the Temple of Boat. That is on the agenda. All right, how is George doing? Let's check in on George. How big do you think the Temple of Boat will be? It has to be at least as tall as the Tower of Boats. It's going to be at least 41 blocks tall. It has to be at least as tall as the Tower of Boats over by the beet farm. George, how we doing? Anything in here? Got some random junk in here. Okay. George, it's been a minute, buddy. Okay, I really don't I don't need that. I don't need it. I'll keep these two because they're slightly hard to get replaced. First time catching an Everwake stream. Unfortunately, can't stick around too long today. Hey, there's gonna be a VOD, but thank you for making it at all. Appreciate it. Appreciate the support. George, it's been a hot minute since you and I hung out. Hope you've been doing well, buddy. You should use terracotta with the creeper head. I'm not sure I follow. The prophet Kevin, LOL. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Good old Blue Haven. I haven't been to Blue Haven, but Viking told me specifically that he hasn't done like a whole lot around here. Why am I... What is that? Hello? What are you? Snow shovel? Oh, it's a snow farm. Okay. Right. Ah, right. And he probably needed a bunch of snow because he used snow for the decorations. Okay, so I think that's just a random farm. Very nice. Good to know that's there. He's having so much fun. Missed you. Let's see. Anything interesting? There's been a few things interesting. Some things I'm kind of saving for the... I'm worried about y'all knowing some things and creating spoilers or giving me spoilers. So I'm a little nervous about that. We need some pinky promises that nobody's going to give spoilers today. He mentioned turning this breeder off because the amount of babies we're getting is a bit much. Although I just heard a baby, so either it's been unloaded for a while or it's not actually turned off. Oh my gosh. There's so many villagers in there. We have so many villagers. And yet, oh, it's because it's nighttime. Everybody's gone to bed. The key hasn't been figured out. Yeah, I don't know what the key is. Do not tell me what it is. But I am curious. Is that gravel? Okay, I thought that was a hopper for a second. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know yet. I am eager to find out. Is Everwake inspired by anything? It started out as me trying to find a way to do the things I love doing in UHC Generations. Like the things I loved about that series, I was trying to create my own non-rip-off version of that, basically. Like, give me all the same advantages that I had in UHCG without directly ripping off the concept. And honestly, it slowly kind of separated into even more of its own thing over time than it was. Because, like, oh man, I forgot about that guy. I forgot all about these guys. These guys have been here since like the second month, and I always meant to revive this guy and have him be like a character, but it's never happened. I need to maybe do something with that this cycle. That would be fun. By the way, guys, we are now we're over a year of Everwake. So I started filming Everwake March 2025, and the first episode came out in April. So every way you cut it, Everwake is over a year old now. Kind of crazy, huh? I'm going to leave the stream around 1 o'clock, so I need all the interesting stuff to happen in the next 30 minutes. I'll do my best. All right, guys. I need pinky promises. We're not going to get any spoilers. But I do have one thing I've discovered that I think is very interesting that we're going to take a look at. Who is blowing up my phone right now? Right. Just a dear friend of mine sending me a message. Actually, some of you may know. Anybody here know the Fools fam? Another streamer, member of SBK. One texted me. That's right. We're buddies. I know him. I know the real Fools fam. How much time do you have left on your turn in the world? I literally just got it yesterday. Like, I logged on for the first time this cycle just a bit over an hour ago. So we are right at the start. Just got it. Totally not a spoiler. The key opens a Birch Kingdom full of chickens. Sus. Super sus. Mods, do you guys know what the key is for? Because if you do, can you monitor for spoilers? If anybody gives a genuine spoiler, can you ban them immediately? Because we will be tolerating none of that. None of it. You have friends? Yeah, I got friends. I got friends, in fact. Yeah, I know Fool IRL. I knew him before he started streaming. That's right. Flex. Flex on my friends. I flex by dabbing, apparently. I don't know where that came from. Ah, beautiful auto sorter moment. All right. I gotta see, because I've yet to actually see these guys. I want to see a baby chicken. Let's see these guys. Oh my god. Well, aren't you something? You can hide in the grass. Can you, like, face me? I want to look you in the eyes. You are the most ridiculous little thing I've ever seen in my life. Good grief. Not gonna lie, I missed why you need a key. I don't know why I need the key. Yes, I do. I am watching very closely. Thank you, Megan. Highly appreciated. Yeah, we might spend a little time trying to figure that out today, but I'm also not sure people can behave themselves if I start talking about it too much. Some people are going to, wait a minute, okay. So I saw these books. I missed that one. All right, we're gonna read that real quick. What are you? Hello? Gifter book. Gift book, The Return. Not the Juan you know. Okay, I think this is right. A lot of these are just people who go in the streams. Okay, so this is like a dono book. Noted. Well, thank you all for supporting the Everwake. Anything on my side? No. All right, well, I did want to look at these. One last clue, your next clue. Oh, I'm silly. These are books that I wrote. Right? I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Guys, can we do a delay check? Because I think some of you are really far behind. It is 12:33 for me. Let me know now. Say now in chat when you hear this. Because it seems like there might be kind of a heck of a delay, and I'm not sure. Now? Okay, Twitch is not too far behind. We'll see about YouTube. Yeah, Twitch is saying now. Okay, now YouTube's not too far. I don't know. Some people seem like they're quite far behind. Anyways. Okay. Well, if that's the case, dang, I thought I had discovered something interesting. Hold on, I got a message Viking. I'm a silly dum-dum. I wrote the books in question. Oh no. Whoops. All right. Well, if that's the case, what was I gonna do? Oh yeah, the key. I don't know. I got to stew on whether I want whether I want to do that. That's one thing we could do. Viking suggests we put our own banner here. I haven't spent a lot of time on banner art, but I was curious about this. Whew, nose is itchy today. I don't know if I want to do the banner stuff because I don't know how to do it well enough. We got like lots of stuff to just look around at. Where do we want to go next? We've been to Blue Haven, been to the Nether. Anybody got any requests? Go look up in my old house. I know. Yeah, the Viking did a great job redecorating. Oh. Ha! Did he never find that? Or did he find that one and just put the books back? No, I think he... How did he find that then? So this was... So part of the... Oh, you guys still haven't seen Vikings episode. Okay. I won't spoil that then. We'll talk about that when Vikings episode comes out. I have not seen Vikings episode either, but I know what he must have done based on what I'm seeing here. Where's my little entrance I dug down to? Where is that exactly? I'm trying to get down to the tunnel where Kyle is. Kyle the Warden. Here we go. Here's a throwback for some people. We haven't been here in a minute. Do I know the location of the temple? No, actually, that's a good question. That's a good thought. We could do some location scouting for that today. Gosh, this is a throwback. This was my second month of the Everwake. It's been about a year since this. Something in the shaders really got messed up with the glowing effects, because now all white text on signs looks terrible. Which is a shame, because I used a lot of it in the first few cycles. I never realized there was dripstone there. That's good to know. So he would have had to get into Kyle's pin for is Kyle walking free? No, Kyle's in his pen. Did he? He did get it. Okay. Let's get out of here before he gets mad. Love the music, by the way. Thank you. Oh, wow. Oh, it's the darkness effect. The good old explosion. Just sometimes it's nice when a month starts in Everwake, is like you feel the need to go explore everywhere to see if anything's changed, and at the same time you get to oh, I'm silly. I did put that in the general chat. Now I'm dumb. Just gonna go ahead and delete all that. Mostly because it's like embarrassing. Put that in the general chat instead of a DM. Whoops. Thank you for catching that and pointing that out. I'm a UHCG super fan, at least self-proclaimed super fan. Me too. Me too, Jennifer. I'm still obsessed with it. Very excited to see. We're definitely in a crazy crazy time for UHCG. Once again, it's that time where electricity's in the air because somebody's time is coming to a head. Oh yeah, remains of where Viking first died. This crater is one heck of a thing. Have to do something with this crater at some point. Probably should. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of great as it is. It's like a monument to a one of the first like rando things we did in Everwake. Was quite a project. Someone, either you or Viking, needs to create a concrete TNT in the crater to memorialize the event. That would be fun. Oh, interesting. Ha! That's where the stronghold is. That's Voxy being weird. The render distance is far larger than the chunks I've actually loaded. So you can see off in the distance where the stronghold is. That's funny. Ah, no. Dang. Very funny. Man, I love just looking at the sights with Voxy. Because being able to see this much of the map is just something, like, if it was in the vanilla game, would be incredible. Ah, look, there's the crater. Turn it into a quarry. That would be such a waste. Quarrying it out when it's like a memorial location. Like a monument? One other place I haven't looked at in a long time, just if Vikings done anything in there, it could have been a very long time ago. Let's go check out the Bluminati headquarters. Anybody remember that? That was from the mystery episode when Viking made me a mystery to solve. Yeah, we'll go figure out. Yeah, it is like a heritage site. There's a lot of, we're starting to get to a point with Everwake where we're getting what I always kind of wanted, which is a lot of interesting locations, like places with history where you remember the cool things that happened there. This must be the worst to watch, but there we go. Anything new in here? Viking had so many plans with that, with the Bluminati in general, or just that treasure hunt. About Poop Island. Hey, we don't call it Poop Island. Good grief. That doesn't look like anything's changed in here. Oh, I think I must have left that there. Right.
Wow.
Catherine! The Temple of Boat should be on the water. Oh, that's an interesting idea. That's an interesting idea indeed. Catherine, thank you for the super chat. Also, I don't think I said it enough earlier, by the way, and I feel bad about it. Ooh. Doggone it. I'm like 95% sure I remember. Either way, thank you for the donations. Whew, this is hard to read. Wish I could stay for the full stream, but I have to get back to work now. Hey, thank you for being here, Power Storm, and the VOD will be here later. Yeah. Yep, nothing's changed here. Same one as before. Oh. I shouldn't have looked away. All right, nobody tell Viking. Whoops. Whoops. Also, I've never looked in this cave. Oh. It's a pretty cave. There should be some type of water decor too. Waterfall or mini aquarium. Yeah, we could do something like that. Yeah, let's go do some location scouting. Where should we build the temple? We could build another custom island. One thing I don't understand. Okay, there is one thing from that I've woken up to that I am confused by. We can talk about this real quick. Did he use stone up here? Wow, I need to be maybe a little more sparing with how many rockets I've used. I've used like a stack and a half today. Also, ooh, might want to go repair the elytra too. No, he didn't use stone here. So why did he gather so much stone? Or did he dig something out? He uses Silk Touch. Maybe? Okay, I'll point this out in a second. You can see where we've quarried some sand. Why is somebody saying Viking? Was Viking in the chat or something? Temple of Boat should be on the water. Okay, let me get let me get a book before I start losing track of who's donated. Oh gosh, he rearranged stuff and that throws me off a little. Wait, are these used? That is used. Are all of these used? Wait, that's just that's a filter book. Okay. Crafting ingredients, perhaps. Is there a mob drops? I keep accidentally going for the filter stuff, which I've got to be better about. Oh, interesting. We can make a conduit. Maybe that's something we do. Oh, guys, what if the Temple of Boat's underwater? Oh, but if I use it, then it undermines my hardcore series, because that's one of the bucket list items. I don't know how I want to do that. I don't know how I want to do that. Polypore, welcome, welcome. Gotta go grocery shopping. Catherine, don't worry, you will be in the book. Your boat is pre-ordered. Do I not have paper? Okay, hold on. Let me... I mean, it's not gonna be that big of a thing to get some, but in fact... Yeah, this is what I was talking about stone-wise, by the way. 2 whole double chests of stone. I don't think he smelted all this up. More likely dug it out. I just don't know where. Might be something to look into. Oh, do I not have an ink sac? It was the filter one. Dang it! Alright. Gotta go kill squid. It's alright. We're not doing any real location scouting until daytime anyway, so. If you did it underwater, you hide that height. I'm not gonna do it underwater because it would undermine the hardcore series, which I don't want to do. Why are you guys here? Everwake strings for Viking are all on TikTok. Really? It kind of makes sense. Everwake has historically done best on TikTok. Where be the squids? This has to be awful on camera, but I need 1 squid and we're good. Oh, wait. Nope, just fish. Maybe he missed mining after spending so much time on Skyblock. Seriously, where's 1 singular squid? Hello? Build in a bay in a jungle and you have a water feature and temple cohesive. Oh, that's an idea. Yeah, okay, I know where jungle is. Maybe. We'll see. We'll check out that area when daytime comes. Oh. Viking built a lag or a mob switch. That's why we're not finding any squids. I don't know how that works. Wait, did I see one? Oh, thank God. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Hello, Inksack? Inksack, there we go. I actually need to go craft up some more rockets real quick. Oh, and I need to fix my elytra before I forget. They have D&D tonight. Heck yeah, that's fun. Do villagers affect mob caps? I believe there's different mob caps for different types of mobs. So it probably affects the passive mob cap, but it wouldn't affect the hostile one. That's one boat pre-order for Catherine. Caleb, thank you for the gifted sub. I think that counts as another boat. Was that Caleb Diaz? Did I read that right? It's for some reason not showing up right, but I'm pretty sure that's who it was. Let me know if I'm spelling this wrong. Say something in chat if it's wrong, but Caleb Diaz ×1. Thank you very much. Aren't squids passive? Yes, I think that might be part of why one did spawn. I think the mob switch is probably for hostile mobs, because I have not seen like any hostile mobs other than there's been some Endermen hanging around. What was I doing? Oh, I was gonna go grab a bit more paper and then fix my elytra before I fall out of the sky and die. Oh my gosh. There we go. Oh, this is dangerous. Ouch. Caleb Diaz 9. Do you want the 9? Good. Glad I got it right. Thank you. Thank you. Oops. All right, that should be plenty for now. I missed Vikings Everwake streams all last week. Last I saw, the mob switch was almost done, and I have no idea if he activated. Do not spoil where it is, because that could make a decent plot point for the video. It's like, I need some hostile mobs, and I don't know how to turn out. Look how red my nose is. I'm not even having bad allergies today. I don't know why my nose is doing this to me. Did you put me in the book? I did put a book down or a boat down for you. Do you want one for the temple, or do you want your boat here? Because one of these is for person who is always in chat, but name keeps changing. What is your name today? Hoodcrafts. One is for Hoodcrafts and one is for you, Storykeeper. So do you want yours in the temple, or do you want it here? Don't worry, we will let you play reindeer games. Haha, that's a good one. Crafting should probably have gunpowder. do we have a dedicated... Wait, rockets. There we go. It's not that many, honestly, but it'll work. You are very important for Santa. Maya. Okay, Maya, that's right. I didn't know if you still wanted that. Just didn't see you put it in. And Temple. All right. We'll go ahead and put you in the books. Story Keeper. You have a reserved book or boat for the Temple. Okay. Fix Elytra. Put 2 brain cells together to remember to fix Elytra. I need to get some more food before too much longer. Usually my first stream of Everwake comes like a good couple hours after I've actually been in and gotten resettled into everything. So you're kind of seeing me in my wander about phase and think about things. I'm heading out. I need to set up my radio so I can catch the game. Ooh, what game? Either way, thank you for being here. Good to see you, Maya. See you later. Lurk way past bedtime for me. Oh, well, make sure you get some sleep. VODs exist for a reason. That's what I always say. Who's ready for it to be super noisy? All right, hold on. That is just so you don't see me wiping my nose on camera. Nice, nice. Get everything fixed. Does this bow have mending? No, it doesn't. Anything else have mending? There we go. Everything nice and fixed up. That's what we like to see. Dang, that's a lot of experience. Interesting we haven't gotten a new batch. Is it just taking that long? Hopefully this farm isn't broken. Oh, dang. Oh, I think we're good for a while. Oh, good grief. We're gonna have to figure out how to build one of those. I believe he followed a tutorial for it. I don't know where it is. Yeah, Viking built it. I may need to pop out and address some family matters. Totally understand it, but I aim not to be gone too long. What have I missed so far? Just a lot of exploring around. Not a whole lot to see, to be honest. Like, I just got onto the world for the first time this cycle very not long ago. It's been approximately 2 hours since I got logged in, so we're just having a look around for the most part. I did take a quick peek in the World Forge. Almost drew a blank on what the name was, but I didn't take that close of a look. Let's have one more look. I see, Maya, you left something. Oh, Maya. Maya just put, you lost the game. That's brutal. So, hey, you all just lost the game. Anything else going on in here? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. This build is pretty sick. See, this is what I need for the tree on my hardcore, is I need some dark oak, because it looks better than cobblestone, or cobbled deep slate. Ah! That's a smart idea. What are we going no about? What did I... Wait, what happened? Why are we going no? What happened? You guys are psyching me out. What did I miss? Oh, was it that I accidentally threw my sword and then I picked it back up and it wasn't a big deal? What? You guys are psyching me out. Oh, the game! I forgot all about it that quickly. Get wrecked. That's funny. Oh yeah, he did mention, I think he said there's a farm hiding behind here. Where is this cactus farm hiding? Is it just like in the wall back here? Huh. We were saying no because we lost it. Yeah. That means you are playing it well? Yeah, exactly. Guardian farm not working because of mob switch. Might have to do some looking around to figure that out. Interesting. Not sure what that's about. So continue up here or something? Isn't it crazy, just a bit over a year ago today, that this was like the only thing in the world? It turned, this valley was empty. Just an empty valley.
Wow.
Crazy times. Banos, thank you for the resub. Highly appreciated. Let me know if you'd like a boat in honor of the occasion. Yo, I'm glad to finally be up to date and finally able to watch a live stream on the Everwake. Kenny, thank you for being here. Yeah, I literally just got on like 2 hours ago, so we are just kind of settling in, having a look around, seeing what's new. Okay, so for starters, I'd like to figure out where this mob switch is. So I have the ability to have mobs, because that would be very valuable. Mob switches are usually built in the nether, aren't they? The problem is I don't really know how mob switches work, which is a problem when you're trying to figure this out. I'm not sure I'd even recognize it if I saw it. So we're gonna do what we can here. Oh, well, okay. But hold on. I'm gonna do a straw poll here. Great poll. What do we want to do first? Do we want to find a location for the boat temple, or try to find the mob switch? All right, I'm gonna create this poll. And then I'm going to share it. I'm going to put a link to it in the chat. And if you have an opinion, click the link and place your vote. Got to turn off the webcam again because my poor nose. Wasn't that long ago that you were fighting on opposite sides of the war on blue, and now it is boat versus blue. You know, it's not, the thing is, I never wanted Viking to stop blue entirely. It's just that I wanted some balance, right? I didn't want blue to just be like aggressively forced upon the world. There's time and places for blue, you know? Mob switch is for each dimension, so there's probably one around here. I voted boat just because it seems easier with no mods at the moment. That's valid. That's valid, actually. I forgot that none of the mods were here at the moment. Is it a tie? Let's have a look at the straw poll. Oh my god, it is like very close. It is 1 vote different at the moment. Holy cow. Anybody else voting? Last second. 10, 9, 8, and I realize there's going to be desync between my countdown. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One last refresh. Mob switch it is by a singular vote. We'll probably end up doing both, so don't sweat it. Let's see about finding. Might need the mob switch sooner than later, so I voted switch. Yeah. Okay. So what do I know about mob switches? That you have to have the amount of mobs. You have to hit the mob cap to prevent it from spawning anymore. So somewhere there is a massive amount of mobs. I believe it's also got to be within the loaded chunks or it doesn't work. So what we can maybe do... Oh, but if there's force loaded chunks. Interesting. So the chunks would have to be loaded in order for it to work. Which could either be done in spawn chunks or it could be done with a chunk loader. However, I don't think Viking is building like another chunk loader. There's a chunk loader you can do with a portal. You can also do it with an ender pearl, but I never threw an ender pearl, so there wouldn't be an ender pearl chunk loader. I also think spawn chunks aren't like a thing at all anymore, right? So if it was spawn chunked base or chunk based, it would be over here. I think. Can I use the F3 pie chart? I probably could. I don't know how. I don't know how that works. Do I see any evidence of a mob switch over here? Back there? What's that? Has this cave always been here and I'm just now paranoid? Huh. I've never really seen this cave. That's interesting. You can see Endermen have gone crazy in here. Just bad internet, so I can always run in both chats. What would it even look like? My guess is it would look like a thing full of mobs. I'm not sure how you would turn it on and off. Where would he have placed a mob switch? No more spawn chunks at all. Okay. Oh, yeah. Finally, the potato. The potatoes moved. It was up there. Well, I was kind of headed this way anyway, so. Is it down here? Perchance. I think it only stops the spawning of hostile. I don't know. I've never built a or a mob switch, so I do not know. Wow, Iron Farm's been busy. I think that's part of the challenge here is just figuring out what we're looking for, let alone where it's at. We very well might not find it. We're not going to spend forever trying to figure this out. I have, in fact, checked the... I guess I could check up here. Anybody who might actually know where this thing is, do not spoil it, please. Because this is part of the fun of Everwake. Kind of the whole point is figuring out things without communicating. Like, this is the kind of thing I actually kind of love, even if it's simple. It's a little treasure hunt of trying to puzzle out the answer to a question you're wondering. Okay. I do know that if I really want to find out, I know Viking, I believe he posted a tutorial not super long ago on how to make a doggone it, a mob switch. Might have been a TikTok short. I'm not sure. But if I really need to figure out what I'm looking for, that would be how to do it. Yep. I knew I was getting too fast there. Maybe it wouldn't surprise me if whatever it is built down here. Feels like a logical place for it. Do I know about the fishing hall? I don't. Sounds like something I probably shouldn't know about, so let's not talk about it. Or I don't know about not talk about, just like not talk about right now. Okay, nothing's gonna kill me, right? Anything that looks like a mob switch around here. Now, okay, I did watch Tango on stream, Tango Tech. I did see him build a mob switch not long ago, but I didn't really understand what I was looking at. I know it used wardens and it was in the nether, and I believe the one in the nether actually did affect all the other dimensions. I might need to go with my gut here in a minute and check the nether, just because that's one of the only like strong pieces of knowledge I have about mob switches. In fact, the more I think about it, the more I'm kind of like, it's one of the only real leads I have. So let's go check the nether one more time. That's the reason for the stone. Joanne, I think you're spoiling stuff. You're talking too much. My own mod giving too much information. Do you know the Muffin Man? Let's go check the nether. And I'm pretty sure the one Tango built was on the nether roof. So maybe we need to check like up in the air a little bit. He didn't give... Actually, that's a good point. Let's reread his journal entry on it. He might have included some information that I kind of glossed over. That's actually... Yeah, that should probably have been the first place I checked. Just tuning in, are we playing on a map created by another creator? Sort of. So the deal with the Everwake, this is a world me and my friend Viking created. Do you see, we might not be able to see it too well from here, but there is a big hourglass. It is not loading in properly because of the distance. There's a big hourglass in the world, right? And once every 30 days, the hourglass flips. When it does, me and my buddy Viking, we take turns being awake, basically having ownership of the world. So right now, just 2 hours ago, my 30 days started and Vikings ended. Right? Why is this? Why do I really have to be this close? There's the hourglass. So every 30 days, this bad boy flips. There's a whole YouTube series on it if you want to get caught up. We're just over a year into this world. You can go to my YouTube channel, which you are... Yeah, you can see it on screen. Code Neon MC. I have a playlist. Everwake in chronological order. It has both of our episodes on it in order. All right. Yeah, let's go check his journal. J.I., welcome to the stream. Ghost Akai, welcome back. Just tuning in. Oh, yeah. Personal question, allergies. Do you have real life animal pets? I had a dog up until not long ago, unfortunately. But no, they were never the issue. I just have really bad like pollen allergies. I have since I was a kid. Okay. He built... Yeah, that's all he says about the mob switch. Okay. It's not very useful. Like Severance? A little bit like Severance, yeah. Part of the big challenge is just us figuring out how to work together, despite the fact that we can never communicate face to face about the world. The only time we've ever been awake at the same time, we have these 3 wake up potions is what we called them. One was used just to test the concept. One was used for the dragon fight, and one is still sitting unused at the top of the tower, waiting for the day we want to use it. We genuinely don't know when we will use it. My best guess right now is when this world does finally come to an end, we might save it for like one final moment together at the end of the world. There it is. The last wake up potion. If I splash Viking here with it, he wakes up and we're both awake. Also, for UHCG fans, this is something I'm not sure I've ever actually shown. But for UHCG fans, I do, in fact, have Everwake's first pickaxe still. That is one thing UHCG has changed about me forever, is that I now keep my first pickaxes. I still have the one on the hardcore world too. I'm back, kinda. Hospice 8 is here, and I'm doing some stuff to give me a break. Yep. Totally understand, Megan. Life, especially that kind of stuff, is far more important. Well, let's see. Nether. So we're looking for the mob switch. And we won't spend a ton of time on this, because this may be one of those things where I need to do some research to make any real headway. If it has to be in loaded chunks, I think that might have been some bad advice based on what I know. It might have been some bad advice to say that there has to be one in every dimension. Have you found what the key goes to? I have not. I haven't spent a ton of time looking because I'm really not sure what I'm looking for. Okay, so Tango's mob switch, he built way up in the Nether. Wait a minute. Where does that one go? Where does this go? I'm not sure I know where this goes. Let's find out. Okay, Mohammed, the reason I think you might be wrong, and I'm not saying you are, but I'm wondering if you're wrong. The mob switch I saw Tango build is built in the Nether, on the Nether roof, but it works in the overworld too. It causes the overworld one to not work as well. I might be misremembering something, but I'm not sure about that. Oh, no, where is this? What is this? What is this place? This is giving mob switch energy. I might be wrong. How bad would it be if I went through here? I'm a little scared. Am I gonna die if I go through this? Because if there's like a ton of mobs... What? This is the stronghold again. What? Is this a different stronghold? What am I looking at here? He hasn't even opened this. Is this a silverfish? Is this an XP farm? What is the purpose of this? Is this a slime farm? Like you bring an oozing potion? It's the only thing I can guess. So this is almost certainly a different stronghold than... Yeah, no, it is a different stronghold. Otherwise the portal would be open. I don't know what this is for. Yeah, no, I'm not opening that. Don't you worry. I'm not that dumb. Or don't open the... No. Yeah. That is a mob... This is a mob switch? Oh, right, because it's a lot of hostile mobs loaded. Well, then how would you turn this off? Do you just have to kill them all? Okay, it's very annoying to listen to. Okay, I know where it's at. I can do some research later. That's the important thing, is that I have found it's out. And this is a chunk loader. That should have been my clue. I knew this was chunk loader energy, but yes, this is a chunk loader because the act of the minecart going in and out of the portal keeps the chunks loaded. So what I don't fully understand... Okay, let me... Actually, now that I know this is safe, let me go back through. Oh! Yeah, just disabled the chunk loader. That's a good point. Well, I don't necessarily need it disabled at the moment. It's fine. We can... Can you not be broken for a second? There we go. I forgot Josh can see deleted messages. What are we talking about? I'm not going to try to reread things. Viking's last stream framing Everwake just turned into space talk. Yeah, that's fair. There's been a lot of cool space stuff happening lately, so I don't blame him. All right. Well, now that we know where the mob switch is, let's find a place for the temple. It actually is a huge blessing that Viking mined all that stone, because I was going to have to mine a bunch of stone for the temple, so he saved me a ton of time with that. Oh, I see. Disabled the chunk loader. Yeah, that's not that's probably not a huge spoiler. I think that's fine. Still don't understand why this is here. This confuses me, because this is something Viking did, I'm pretty sure. All right, folks. How much time do we have before night? Not as much as I'd like. I think it is about nighttime, isn't it? Shoot. That's bad timing. What can we do for 10 minutes while we wait out the night? Enray, welcome, welcome. We got to see the dark side of the moon. Pink Floyd is loving it. Well, I guess there's a mob switch. We can go at night. It's just, you can't see anything at night. Oh man, the phantoms have already started. Why can't the mob switch disable phantoms, huh? Why can't that work? The last hour of a 3-hour stream is pure space. That's funny. Okay. We got mods in the chat. Let's spend 10 minutes seeing if we can figure out something with the key. So, the only thing I have that I've kind of put two and two together. It's more of a lead than anything. So this would have been from not this month, but last month's journal. Viking mentioned spending a lot of time in Blue Haven in his journal. Let's take another look. Right. Did he mention anything about the key in here? Hope Josh finds his key. It's super important. Wonder what it's for. Yeah, me too, dude. Let's see. Hopefully this project saves us lots of time in the future when we need villager supplies. I know I'm reading this backwards. It makes no sense to do it this way, but... I did name a mob after one of the characters. Okay. So there's a mob that is named after Project Hail Mary. He's talking about a big project he did. Talks a lot about keep working with these villagers. So he did a bunch of work with villagers, and there is a lot of villagers, but now that I'm thinking about it, the villagers that I've assumed were the villagers he were talking about, they were all in the mob breeder. But he's mentioning working with them. Which should mean there should be a lot more villagers just around and about the town. Is that true? Or are all the villagers just down here in the mob farm? Right. It's not a lot more of these guys. Okay, I think there was... So there might be like one more there. Okay. I gotta pay attention for villager names too, because we're looking for one named maybe Rocky or something. Something after a character in Project Hail Mary. Maybe near the cat cafe? Maybe. I did do a bit of checking around that last cycle. But I've only spent like 45 minutes on this. I'm going to be dodging chat just in case. Because I am worried about getting some spoilers that I do not want. Seriously, if anybody gives spoilers, whether I see it or not, please ban them. Because like, that's not okay. Super not okay. This seems to be a growing plot point that I want to make sure gets done correctly and doesn't get spoiled by chat. That would be super obnoxious. These were all full. I'm 99% sure. So I'm not seeing a lot of evidence of more villagers. Right? How are we looking in here? Yeah, only 2. I'm not seeing a lot of evidence of new villagers. If he did more, he called this a whole project. Getting like, even if there's like a couple more villagers, like 5 more villagers is not much of a project. I mean, I don't mean to be rude to Viking if this is what it is. It just, I never did find out what this key is for, so now I'm trying to figure stuff out. Already through. So a smart thing would be to hide. This cat keeps this pressure plate activated. This is my cat. Wouldn't it be a good touch to make it so if you push the cat out of the way, and deactivate the pressure plate, it would do something? But I did try that too. That would be a good secret. Also tried this painting. Yep. No villagers in here named after somebody. They're not named at all. Yeah, these are all just unused villagers. Nothing through... No, there's nothing through there. What's with all the buttons? Anything in the workshop? A lot of just resources. Oh, I need a little food. Nice. I don't know. Probably spend a lot more time trying to figure this out, the cycle. But I don't know. Anything looks suspicious down here? No, not really. I don't know where else to look. Where... Something else in Blue Haven. I mean, is it gonna hide something? Like the warehouse makes sense, but I'm not... Did you hide something behind a painting? Nope. Would it make sense to hide some up here? A villager breeder house? I don't think that makes sense. No. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. Okay. Have you just ran around throwing the torch? I have, yeah. I paused the screen to go back and read signs just in case anyone wondered why I got so quiet. Some more items to put in storage, at least. Viking place buttons as decor. Oh, that's a good thought, though. I should place push the buttons. I don't know why I didn't think of pushing them. Okay, guys. Hey, y'all, this is silly. Can we go? You're killing me. Okay. I mean, it's a key, so it either lights redstone dust or there is a random spot to place the torch. I don't think you'd place it, though, because I'd lose the name. I don't know. It's daytime, though, isn't it? It is daytime, so let's go looking for... No, I'll just put this in here for now. Let's go have a look about... Shoot, I need to step out. Yeah, we're moving on. Guys, let's start looking for a place for the boat temple. I'm cackling over here. Yeah, laugh it up, people who know the reality. Cackling either means I'm very right or I'm very wrong. Oh, hey, there's where the other stronghold must be. Okay. Actually, I'm curious. This is a long way to go for a small thing. But I'm curious if Viking did anything over there. But yes, we got to... We could also, along the way, we could choose a spot. If anybody sees a spot that looks compelling for said temple. Wonder if he checked this desert pyramid. It doesn't look like it. Oh, hi, bunnies. No, it looks like this is not gotten. Oh, yep, not gotten. Nothing of importance. Sure. Weak. Not terrible, but not good. Not the desert. It's too dry for boats. How are the Twitch ad settings? I'm getting a lot of ads. Honestly, I'm not sure. I might need to check that. Can't lie, I have a little smirk right now. Is it like those hidden door things where you throw an item into the door and it opens? That's my assumption. Really scared I'm going to see spoilers if I keep scrolling through this, but I do need ideas. I don't trust that there's not spoilers here because I don't want hints. I want ideas if I'm talking about what the key does. Now look at that render distance. I can be, Voxy is insane. I can be here and I can probably still fly up and see the island that I left for I made for Viking all the way from here. Yeah, let's, where is it? Right there. All the way from here, there's the survival island right at my crosshair. It's crazy. Remember, you need to build it in the map border so that the temple lives forever in the map room. That's an idea. So here's the thing. I kind of want to keep the temple sort of a secret from Viking. Because there will be more than just, it's not going to be just a place where I go to have donos. Like, it will be a place, a meaningful place in the world of Everwake. So I do not want Viking to be able to easily find it. And I know Viking uses Bobby mod, so which is similar to Voxy, the mod that's letting me see so far. I guess he would have to reload the chunks. Okay, so this is where the stronghold is. It's a cool biome. Anything suspicious? This is one of those times where you wish it was nighttime. That way you could see the glow of a torch. I feel like if it was going to be anywhere, it'd be like on this island. It's kind of a cool island. Oh, you know, this might be a good time to show you guys. So, this could be, fun fact, the valley where Everwake happens, that is not the default world spawn for this seed. We got to go to, where are we at? Yeah, we're actually fairly on track. Let's go to 0-0. So we actually, I spent a couple days filming Everwake on this exact seed, but on the OG spawn before I found that valley and went, we need to restart. We need to restart and make that the spawn because it's so much better. Because the problem is the hourglass needed to be at spawn. Like, yes, I could just live over there, but then it would be hiking all the way back here. Let's see. We're heading towards 0-0. Is this right? This doesn't feel right, actually. I wonder if world gens changed, and because we never loaded the chunks, the world spawn that I'm familiar with is not actually in existence. That might be the case. Shoot. I will say, I did think this was a little too far this direction. Let me see if I can spot it, because I remember pretty well what it looks like. It's a fairly distinctive spot. And it was This looks right. It was a big mangrove swamp next to a windswept savanna. Okay, I feel like this is on the right track. Ah, I think it's over here. Oh, you looking? Okay. Shoot, where is it? As long as there's mangrove and windswept savanna, we might be on the right track. You know what? It would have been further this way, because I remember that the trip back to it, like this was home was quite off on a diagonal. And the mangrove swamp is still kind of going this way. This is a huge mangrove swamp, by the way. Oh my God. That's nuts. Like, actually crazy. Ah, is this it? I think this is it. Yep. Yep. This is the OG Everwake spawn. Right in this little area. So in the original area, the hourglass was right about here. I got rid of this little lava pool because it was just obnoxious. I journeyed back through here and I had a home, a very crappy little home that I actually can pull up a picture of, but the home was right here. And hold on, let me really quickly. Screenshots. Which, by the way, the second Everwake home was so much better. Is this the only picture I have? Okay, this might be the only picture I have, and it's not a very good one. But here you go. No, that's not right. Why are you doing that? Why are we focused on the wrong thing here? Oh, because this is full screened. No, hold on. Let me disconnect so I don't get killed. Why are we... What? What is going on here? That's so weird. Why did it do it that way? Anyway, this was the OG Everwake house. Tiny, tiny little thing. It's not much to look at, but it's funny because this was the original Everwake. Oh yeah, I guess I took the screenshot for coordinates. Yeah, and honestly, part of it was like, this looks terrible. We need to go to it. We need to make a different seed. Hot take: Minecraft should expand upon existing features rather than make new ones to be forgotten about. Yeah, I could agree with that. I mean, I think we need a little bit of... I think a mix is okay. They're doing a little bit better about that recently. Let's get moving, especially since there will be phantoms. Oh, look at that. I wasted a whole day and then we never chose a spot. My bad. Anyways... Anybody, let's see, Do you think Minecraft should add more features to the new game drop? I think it's all right. I don't love the approach the game drops have taken, but they're getting a little bit better. They're getting a little more refined. This last one I'm not super sure about, but it started off really not that good. And by the end, they took feedback and they did an all right job with it. So, I don't know. It's not the greatest, but it's what we got, you know? You should recreate the OG Everwake house for legacy's sake. That would be kind of fun. Where it is so dark, where could we set up a Mayan style temple? So one thing that was thrown out was in the water near a jungle area, so a Mayan style pyramid fits in. Got quite a bit of jungle we can work with. It's so dark, but we have a mob switch, so it's not like dangerous. This isn't a bad spot. Right, we got this kind of backdrop of this bamboo jungle. It's quite dark. I wish it was daytime. Really do. Guys, I'm going to do this for the sake of the video. Effect, give, and this is only temporary. This is just for you guys. Give S, night vision, 15, 1, true. Wow, these shaders make that look weird and not good, but have a moment and look at this. What do we think? What do we think of this spot? Like, we basically get rid of this island. We build it up right here in the middle. Like a big square pyramid. Probably about as tall as this tree. Surrounded by this. It would look pretty good, wouldn't it? I know you were asking me, but Gilded Blackstone is my goat. That is a good one. What do we think? I think it's a good shout for an idea. How far are we from home? Not that far. And we are outside the map, so this would be fairly feasible. This is kind of in the middle of nowhere. We like don't go out this direction hardly ever. All right, let's mark the coordinates. We can save it as a potential spot. I'm going to do the night vision so I can see it in a screenshot. There we go. Let's keep moving. This one's a very big contender for me. This is, if you guys weren't around, I would probably settle this as my spot. Although, I wouldn't have thought of this as the spot if it wasn't for the suggestion, so. Let's scout for potential other options before settling in for sure on it, but I think it's a good chance. Can you look at the opposite coordinates of the base? What do you mean? Opposite coordinates of the base? You mean like invert the coordinates of positive and negative? I'm not sure what you mean. I've never seen this village. I don't think. Oh, interesting. Mobs. That's really interesting. I wonder why there's mobs. Anyways. Just joined. What are you building? We're not building anything today, but we're choosing a spot for the Temple of Boat. There's a boat cult on my channel. And it is pretty much exactly what it sounds. We just love boats, want as many boats as possible. We're building a temple for it. It's going to be like a Mayan style pyramid, just not exactly sure where yet. And the idea, ideally it would be outside this big frame in the sky. This is framing our map room at home, which is over there. trying to keep it vaguely secret from Viking, which is the other guy who shares this world. So trying to find a spot that's probably not overly utilized. We have a strong contender, but we're just smelling the roses, seeing our options. Probably, well, I don't know. Maybe it could be back here. This isn't that secret of an area, but I have always wanted to do something back here, and I never have. It's not as pretty, though, I will say. Maybe build the temple under the island so you can see it in the water. Well, it's going to be partially underwater, partially above water. Oh, ha! There's the ocean monument. I love him asking a question and then not reading the answer. Yeah, that's fair. I don't remember what question I asked, to be honest. Let me scroll. Let me look through the chat, see what I missed. Inverse of the valley. Inverse coordinates, yeah. Oh, I see, Joanne. I see what you're saying. It'd be like really far away is the problem. I don't necessarily want to go super far, because then I have to haul all the resources that far. It just becomes a big pain. In the ocean, if you're doing something for the boat gods. I think they should make a new enchantment that helps you see at night for a set range, just like a chunk. Well, realistically, they would just do like make a lantern or something you can carry, but the problem is the lighting engine doesn't really work for that. Don't you have a shulker? Yeah, but like you don't understand the amount of resources we're gonna need for this. Like you don't. I would need an inventory full of shulkers, pretty much. Also, let's say I don't account for all the resources I need, then I have to make a trip all the way back to go grab it. It's just not worth the hassle. Also, Joanne, probably not. It's like you don't. We'd be flying for a good 10 minutes just to go check it out. Right? How far? Well, because we're talking in the thousands for these coordinates. Yeah. So to go to the inverse, we'd be talking going like over 3,000 blocks. Nah, I'm good. Just now noticing this waterfall on this mountain over by this. This is pretty. Haven't really... Most of this terrain back here is fairly new and untouched. Wow, this is a cool mountain. It's kind of cool. That waterfall is sick. It's not a bad spot. Still not sure it's as good as the other. Also, I don't necessarily want to build it right next to the skyblock. I mean, the only other spot that like truly kind of gets me is building it on the original Everwake spawn, which is right here. Like, that's the original spawn right there. But I don't know if it is as aesthetically pleasing. Let's get the rest of these chunks loaded in. I mean, there is a lot of ocean here, so like it works. What is that red? Oh, it's lava. It's a really deep lava pool. Wow. Big ocean here. I did boat around it a good bit when starting Everwake, but it's been a hot minute since then. Yeah, right here is where that little house was built that I showed a screenshot of. This is... I wouldn't probably build it on this mountain. If I were to build the temple here, probably would literally be on the spawn. I think, yeah. So if we built it here, it would be like right here. While we got some daytime, let's go look at that other spot in the daylight. I think we'll could probably put it between this spot and that spot, because these are the two that like work the best. So we are looking at that jungle island or the OG spawn point. Yeah, we will do a poll once we look at this in the daylight. I think it's right there. Yeah, we can go ahead and set up the poll because we'll be here in just a sec. Ooh, cool cave. I'm not getting too distracted. I'm just curious. A little scary in here. Cool, cool. So, OG spawn or here? Right on this island. Like, basically replace this island with it. Yeah, let's go ahead and get the poll up. So let me just fly back here to see what's going on back here. I'm pretty happy with either of those spots, so that's definitely up to you guys. What do you think? Just trying to load in this whole bay area. This isn't a bad bay either, but I think it's a little too big for the scale of what I'm going for. Oh, hey, there's a lush cave under here. This island's not too bad. Would also maybe build it there, but like, still not sure it's as good as the other two spots. Any jungle temples around, I wonder? It's such a big jungle. It would be almost surprising if there wasn't. Do I see any jungle temples? Be cool to yoink an armor trim. Is that one right there? No. OG spawn and Jungle Island at 83%. How many votes? But yeah, that's pretty strong. That's pretty indicative. Not seeing any jungle temples. Ooh. Dang! Kinda wanna go check out that cave. Where was that? It's this way, right? Right, it's over here. Where was that cave? Shoot, did I lose it? Is that it? That's it back there. Okay. Okay. Yes. Only 3 votes? 14 votes. Okay. And we still got a strong winner? Here, I'll look in a sec. I just want to I think we're pretty well settled then on the decision. Where is this cave? It's always so hard to find this kind of stuff in a jungle. Ah. Wait, which way am I facing? Okay. That is not it. This is it. Just goes. Oh man. Dang. Cool cave. It's nice not to be worried about, like, dying. Like, I am worried about it because I got important stuff. But, yeah, I'm not... It's not hardcore worry, levels of worried. Like, Everwake ain't gone if I die, you know? I'm playing a lot of hardcore. Oh. Rare diamonds. I need silk touch. Oh, I don't have my silk touch with me. Dang it, there's rare diamonds. This hurts my feelings a little. $16 votes. OG is slowly increasing, but jungle is still winning. All right. I'm gonna look at the results here in a second. And it's going to be final. How are we looking here? Let me look at this poll. Oh yeah, Jungle Island's sweeping. It's over 3/4. Yep, I think that settles it down pretty or that settles it pretty strongly. Doesn't say how many viewers, but that's okay. That's okay. So the island is it. That's the deal. This is where the Temple of Boat shall be. And it makes sense. We got, maybe we make sure we got ocean access with it and such. So you can take a boat from here to anywhere. All rivers lead to boat Mecca. It's so dumb. Why are those rare? Because diamonds don't generate that high very much. It's quite unusual. Usually it's in the deep slate, but it's not just stone. Well, guys, I think we're gonna fly home real quick, but I think that's a pretty decent stopping point for today. You know, I gotta sit down and actually work out some more details. But next stream will most likely be working on the Temple of Boat. Yeah, it's good to be back in Everwake. So next Tuesday will be Everwake again. So Tuesdays are going to be Everwake streams. Thursdays are going to be hardcore streams. When the cycle ends, probably we'll go back to hardcore fully. But yeah, so Tuesday Everwake, Thursday. Yeah, thank you. I will raid. Thursday will be hardcore. Also, probably need a stable for the happy guests because listening to them scream is so annoying. All right, folks. Thank you for being here. And I will see you soon. Good to be back. Good to be back. Bye.